The moon hung low, a pale eye watching the village. Its light bathed the huts in a ghostly glow, casting long shadows that danced with the wind. Bamboo stalks swayed, whispering secrets in the night breeze. The rustling leaves seemed to carry ancient tales, stories of spirits and forgotten times. This was the hour of Ông Xám, the grey tiger, a time when the mist thickened and the forest seemed to hold its breath. They said he haunted the edges of the village, a vengeful spirit cloaked in mist and moonlight. His presence was felt more than seen, a chill that ran down the spine. Old folk spoke of him in hushed tones. Their voices trembled as they recounted encounters, eyes darting to the shadows as if he might appear. Children were warned not to stray from lamplight. Ông Xám was real, he was danger, he was death. The flickering lanterns were their only protection against the darkness. The air itself felt different when he was near, heavier, colder. It was as if the very essence of the night changed, becoming more sinister. The scent of wild jungle and decay lingered in the air long after he was gone. It was a reminder of his presence, a warning to those who dared to forget. His eyes were burning coals, red, angry. They pierced through the darkness, sending shivers down the spines of anyone who dared to look into them. The villagers whispered of his mangled victims, their voices trembling with fear. They spoke of the horror that lurked in the shadows, waiting to strike. Their bones cracked and scattered like twigs, a grim reminder of the beast's ferocity. Each broken piece told a story of a life violently ended. Cattle were found torn limb from limb, their remains a gruesome testament to the tiger's strength and savagery. The villagers could only watch in horror, their cries echoing in the night, a haunting symphony of pain and fear. The sounds would linger in the villagers' minds long after the sun rose. The Grey Terror, they called him. A name that sent chills down their spines. A name that embodied their deepest fears. His fur was the color of ashes, blending seamlessly with the shadows. It was as if he was born from the very darkness he prowled. His stripes like shadows cast by the dying fire, flickering and shifting with every movement. He was a master of camouflage, a ghost in the night. He moved with an unnatural silence, his steps barely making a sound. It was as if the jungle itself conspired to keep his presence hidden. A phantom predator in the night, he was more than just a tiger. He was a specter, a harbinger of doom. Each attack brought fresh terror, a new wave of panic that swept through the village. The fear was palpable, a living, breathing entity.
Mothers clutched their children closer, their hearts pounding with dread. They prayed for safety, for a miracle to end the nightmare.
Men sharpened their blades, their faces grim with determination. They knew they had to protect their families, no matter the cost. But fear, like a disease, spread through the village. It infected everyone, leaving no one untouched by its icy grip. Ông Xám was not just an animal, he was something more, something evil, a malevolent force that haunted their every waking moment.
Tigers, the elders said, were more than mere beasts. They possessed a spirit, a hun, that was powerful. When wronged, this spirit could linger, seeking revenge on those who harmed it. Ông Xám, they believed, was one such spirit, a vengeful entity.
They left offerings at makeshift shrines, food, incense, whispered prayers for peace. They sought to appease the grey tiger, to sate his anger and fury. But the attacks continued, each one a bloody testament to their fear and desperation. Some whispered of a hunter long ago who had slain a tiger under a full moon's light. Ông Xám, they said, was its vengeful spirit, forever bound to the land and its people. A group of men, bold or foolish, gathered with a singular purpose. They were determined to put an end to the terror that had plagued their village for so long. They decided to end the terror that had haunted their nights and stolen their peace. Armed with rifles and machetes, tools of both protection and destruction, they ventured into the forest, a place of both beauty and danger, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and bravado. They never returned, leaving behind only whispers of their bravery.
Days later, as the sun rose and cast its light upon the forest, their mangled bodies were found scattered amongst the trees. The hunt had failed, and the forest had claimed them. Ông Xám, the legendary grey tiger, was not so easily defeated. His presence was a force of nature.
Some things, they realized, were beyond human understanding. Years have passed, and the village has evolved. The village has grown, modernized, and embraced the future. But the legend of Ông Xám remains, etched in the memories and stories of the villagers. In the rustle of leaves, the whispers of the wind, and the shadows of the forest, his presence lingers. And every full moon, the villagers remember the grey tiger, and they tremble, knowing that some legends never die.
The hunt had failed, leaving behind only broken weapons and shattered hopes. Ông Xám was not so easily defeated, a reminder of the untamed power of nature